For years, walking has been championed as the ultimate exercise for staying healthy, particularly for those over 70. It's simple, accessible, and requires no special equipment, making it an easy way to stay active. But what if I told you that doctors are now warning against relying solely on walking as your primary form of exercise? While walking is undoubtedly beneficial for cardiovascular health and mobility, making it your only physical activity could accelerate aging rather than slow it down. As you age, your body demands more than just walking to maintain muscle strength, protect joint health, ensure balance, and preserve overall vitality. Overdependence on walking while neglecting other critical forms of movement can lead to muscle loss, joint wear, increased risk of falls, and a decline in independence, all of which can significantly impact your quality of life. Experts now recommend that after age 70, you should reduce your reliance on walking as your sole exercise and prioritize five key practices instead. These practices are the true foundation for maintaining strength, energy, mobility, and independence well into your later years. In this comprehensive guide, we'll explore these five essential areas in detail, explaining why they're crucial, how they work, and how you can incorporate them into your daily routine with practical, easy-to-follow steps. These changes, though simple, can profoundly improve your mobility, strengthen your bones, reduce pain, and even extend your lifespan. Stay with me until the end because the final practice is something rarely discussed but plays a pivotal role in your long-term health and longevity. Before we begin, if you find this information valuable, please type 1 in the comments to let me know you're here. If it's not helpful, type 0 so I can improve future content. Now let's dive into the 5 practices that will transform the way you approach health after 70. 1. Strength training to combat muscle loss and preserve independence. Walking is a fantastic way to keep your legs active and your heart healthy, but it falls short when it comes to building or maintaining muscle mass, which is critical for staying strong and independent after age 70. As you age, a condition called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength, becomes one of the most significant threats to your ability to live independently. Sarcopenia isn't just about feeling weaker. It can make everyday tasks like carrying groceries, climbing stairs, lifting household items, or even standing up from a chair increasingly challenging. Over time, this muscle loss can lead to frailty, reduced mobility, and a higher risk of falls and injuries. Walking primarily engages the lower body muscles, such as your calves and quadriceps, but it doesn't provide the resistance needed to challenge muscles throughout your body, including your arms, back, and core. This is why doctors now emphasize strength training as a top priority for older adults to counteract muscle loss, improve balance, and prevent injuries that could compromise your independence. Consider the story of Margaret, a 72-year-old retiree who walked for 30 minutes every day believing it was enough to keep her healthy and fit. Over time, she noticed that simple tasks such as lifting her heavy gardening tools, carrying a full laundry basket, or even opening a tight jar became more difficult. At first, she attributed these struggles to the natural effects of aging, but her doctor explained that muscle loss accelerates when muscles aren't challenged with resistance exercises. Margaret began incorporating a simple strength training routine into her daily life, starting with bodyweight exercises like chair squats and wall push-ups, then progressing to using resistance bands and light dumbbells. Within 3 months, she noticed a remarkable difference. She felt stronger, more stable, and had more energy for daily activities. Tasks that once felt daunting, like carrying groceries or standing up from a low couch, became easier, and she regained a sense of confidence in her physical abilities. Strength training doesn't mean you need to join a gym or lift heavy weights like a bodybuilder. It can be as simple as using your own body weight resistance bands or household items like water bottles, canned goods, or small bags of rice. The key is progressive resistance, gradually increasing the challenge to keep your muscles engaged and growing stronger over time. For example, you might start with seated leg lifts, holding onto a chair for support, and progress to standing squats without assistance. Other effective exercises include bicep curls with light weights, starting with 1-2 pounds wall push-ups to strengthen your arms and chest, and seated rows with a resistance band to target your back. Aim to work all major muscle groups, legs, arms, back, and core, 2 to 3 times per week with sessions lasting 10-15 minutes. If you're new to strength training, start slowly and consult a doctor or physical therapist to ensure your exercises are safe for your health condition. The benefits of strength training extend far beyond just building muscle. Research shows that maintaining muscle mass is directly linked to better mobility, improved cognitive function, a stronger immune system, and a longer life expectancy. Strong muscles also support your joints, reducing strain and preventing injuries like sprains or fractures. To assess your current muscle strength, try this simple test: sit in a standard chair and stand up without using your hands for support. If you can do this easily, your muscle strength is in good shape and you're on the right track. If you struggle, need to push off with your hands, or feel unsteady, it's a sign that your muscles need attention. The good news is that it's never too late to start. Studies have shown that even adults in their 80s and 90s can rebuild muscle mass and strength with consistent, gentle effort. By prioritizing strength training, you're not just preserving your physical abilities, you're investing in your independence, confidence, and ability to enjoy life for years to come. If you're finding this information helpful, please comment one below to let me know you're following along. 2. Balance and stability, exercises to prevent falls and boost confidence. Walking keeps you moving and supports cardiovascular health, but it doesn't necessarily improve your balance, which is critical for staying safe and independent after age 70. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injuries among older adults, often resulting in fractures, hospitalizations, or a permanent loss of mobility. Surprisingly, many falls occur not because of weak legs, but due to poor balance, which can make even a small misstep, like tripping over a rug or stepping off a curb, potentially dangerous. If you're not actively training your balance, you may be increasing your risk of trips, stumbles, or falls without even realizing it, which could significantly impact your quality of life. You might assume that walking regularly means your balance is fine, but balance is a specific skill that declines naturally with age unless you work to maintain it. Walking engages large muscle groups in your legs, but it doesn't challenge the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, hips, and core that are essential for keeping you steady. Weak balance can turn a minor misstep into a fall that takes months or even years to recover from, both physically and emotionally. Consider the example of John, a 75-year-old who prided himself on staying active with daily walks. One day while crossing a street, he lost his balance on an uneven sidewalk and nearly fell. The incident left him shaken and cautious, prompting him to consult his doctor. His doctor recommended balance exercises like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe in a straight line, and practicing controlled weight shifts. Within a few weeks, John felt steadier, moved with greater confidence, and was less anxious about navigating uneven surfaces or crowded areas. Balance exercises are simple, require no special equipment, and can be done at home, or even while waiting in line. Try standing on one foot for 10-15 seconds while holding onto a counter or chair for safety, then gradually reduce your reliance on support as you gain confidence. Other effective exercises include walking in a straight line with one foot directly in front of the other, like walking on a tightrope, shifting your weight slowly from side to side, or standing on your toes to strengthen your ankles. These movements strengthen the stabilizing muscles that keep you upright, improve coordination, and enhance posture, making everyday activities feel more effortless. Better balance also means faster reflexes, which can help you catch yourself if you trip or stumble, potentially preventing a serious injury. To test your balance, try this: stand near a counter or chair for safety and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold the position for 15 seconds without wobbling or grabbing support? If this feels easy, your balance is in good shape. If you struggle, sway, or need to hold on, it's a sign that your balance needs work. The good news is that balance improves quickly with regular practice, and even a few minutes a day can make a significant difference. By incorporating balance exercises into your routine, you're not just preventing falls, you're building confidence in your ability to move safely through the world. Whether you're stepping over obstacles, climbing stairs, or reaching for items on a high shelf. If you're still with me, please comment 2 below to share that you're finding this valuable. 3. Flexibility and mobility exercises to keep joints supple and pain-free. Walking keeps your legs moving and supports cardiovascular health, but it does little to maintain flexibility or joint mobility, both of which become increasingly important after age 70. As you age, your joints naturally stiffen, and your range of motion decreases due to changes in connective tissues and reduced joint lubrication. Tasks that once felt effortless, like reaching for a high shelf, turning to check your blind spot while driving, or bending to tie your shoes, may start to feel restricted or even painful. Many people dismiss these changes as an inevitable part of aging, but flexibility loss is often a result of not using your joints through their full range of motion, which walking alone doesn't address. Take the example of Linda, a 77-year-old who walked daily but began noticing stiffness when getting out of bed in the morning or reaching down to pick up dropped items. She thought this was just part of getting older, but her doctor explained that walking alone doesn't stretch muscles or maintain joint flexibility. Linda started incorporating gentle stretches into her routine, including neck rotations, shoulder rolls, knee-to-chest stretches, and ankle circles. Within a few weeks, she felt looser, moved more comfortably, and noticed improvements in her posture and overall ease of movement. Simple tasks like putting on a jacket gardening or reaching into the backseat of her car became smoother and less painful, giving her a renewed sense of freedom. Flexibility exercises don't require advanced yoga skills or intense stretching sessions. Dynamic movements, such as arm circles, leg swings, gentle spinal twists, or hip rotations can keep joints lubricated and muscles pliable. Static stretches like holding a hamstring stretch side bend or shoulder stretch for 15-30 seconds are also effective for improving flexibility. Aim to stretch all major muscle groups, neck, shoulders, back, hips, legs, and ankles at least 2 to 3 times per week for 5 to 10 minutes per session. These exercises improve blood flow to your joints, reduce aches and pains, and lower the risk of falls by enhancing coordination and range of motion. They also help maintain posture and prevent stiffness, making daily activities feel more natural and less strenuous. To test your flexibility, try this: stand up straight and slowly turn your head to one side then the other, as if checking over your shoulder. Does the movement feel smooth, or do you notice tightness or discomfort? Next, try bending forward to touch your knees or toes, keeping your knees slightly bent if needed. If you feel restricted or experience stiffness, it's a sign that your flexibility is declining and needs attention. The good news is that just a few minutes of daily stretching can make a significant difference. Greater flexibility means fewer aches, better posture, improved circulation, and easier movement, allowing you to stay active, independent, and pain-free for years to come. If this resonates with you, please comment 3 below to let me know you're still here. 4. Core and posture exercises to protect your spine and enhance stability. Walking engages your legs and promotes cardiovascular health, but it does little to strengthen your core or improve your posture, both of which are critical for overall health after age 70. Your core, the muscles in your abdomen, lower back, and pelvis, serves as the foundation for stability, spinal health, and proper alignment. A strong core helps maintain good posture, prevents lower back pain, and reduces the risk of falls by improving balance. Without regular core exercises, you may notice slouching, rounded shoulders, persistent lower back discomfort, or difficulty standing upright for extended periods, all of which can strain your joints and increase your risk of injury. Consider Robert, a 74-year-old who walked daily but began experiencing rounded shoulders and nagging lower back pain, especially after sitting for long periods. He assumed these were unavoidable signs of aging, but his doctor explained that poor posture was putting unnecessary pressure on his spine and joints, exacerbating his discomfort. Robert started incorporating simple core exercises into his routine, such as seated pelvic tilts, standing posture resets, and gentle abdominal bracing. Within a few weeks, he noticed a significant reduction in back pain, stood taller with less effort, and even found that breathing became easier as a strong core supports better lung expansion and overall respiratory function. Core exercises don't require a gym-specialized equipment or complex movements. Try standing tall against a wall, ensuring your head, shoulders, and hips touch the surface to practice proper posture alignment. Other effective exercises include seated leg lifts, gentle spinal twists to engage your obliques, or abdominal bracing, tightening your core as if preparing for a light punch. These movements strengthen the deep, stabilizing muscles that support your spine, improve balance, and even aid digestion by supporting internal organs. Aim to do core exercises 2 to 3 times per week for 5 to 10 minutes per session, starting with gentle movements and progressing as you gain strength. To test your core strength and posture, stand against a wall with your back flat and your head, shoulders, and hips aligned against the surface. Can you hold this position comfortably for 30 seconds without straining, or does it feel forced or unnatural? If it's challenging, it's a sign that your core and posture need work. A strong core not only reduces strain on your spine and joints, but also enhances your appearance, making you look and feel more youthful and confident. By prioritizing core strength, you're protecting your spine, improving stability, and ensuring that every movement feels smoother and more controlled. If you're finding this helpful, please comment 4 below to let me know you're following along. 5. Joint protection and low-impact movements to reduce strain and enhance mobility. Walking is often considered a low-impact exercise compared to running or high-intensity activities. But when it's your only form of movement, it can still place repetitive stress on your joints, particularly after age 70. As you age, cartilage naturally thins, joint fluid decreases, and your body's ability to absorb shock diminishes, leading to stiffness, aching knees, hips, or feet, even in active individuals. Many people assume joint pain is an unavoidable part of aging, but discomfort often worsens when joints aren't properly supported or strengthened. Walking's repetitive motion, especially on hard surfaces like pavement, can exacerbate joint wear without complementary exercises to protect and nourish your joints. Take Mary, a 76-year-old who walked daily believing it was the best way to stay healthy and active. Over time, she noticed increasing stiffness in her knees and discomfort in her hips after her walks, which left her feeling sore rather than energized. Her doctor explained that the repetitive impact of walking was contributing to her joint pain and recommended incorporating low-impact activities to reduce strain. Mary began doing gentle swimming, stationary cycling, and chair-based stretches, which allowed her to stay active without aggravating her joints. Within a few weeks, her pain decreased significantly, and she moved with greater ease and comfort, rediscovering the joy of physical activity without discomfort. Low-impact movements such as water aerobics, Tai Chi stationary cycling, or gentle stretching are ideal for protecting your joints while keeping you active. Water-based exercises like swimming or water walking provide resistance to strengthen muscles, while cushioning joints, making them perfect for those with arthritis or joint pain. Tai Chi, with its slow-flowing movements, enhances balance, flexibility, and joint mobility. Chair-based exercises such as seated leg extensions, ankle rolls, or gentle knee lifts are excellent for those with limited mobility or balance concerns. These activities increase blood flow to your joints, improve lubrication, and strengthen the muscles that support your joints, reducing stiffness and preventing further wear. Aim to incorporate low-impact movements 2 to 3 times per week, starting with 10 to 15 minutes per session and adjusting based on your comfort level. To test your joint health, try this: sit in a standard chair and stand up slowly without using your hands for support. Do your knees, hips, or ankles feel smooth and pain-free, or do you notice stiffness, aching, or discomfort? If you experience any pain, it's a sign that your joints need more care and attention. By prioritizing low-impact movements, you're not just avoiding pain. You're preserving your mobility, protecting your independence, and ensuring that every step you take feels comfortable and confident. Joint health is about more than just reducing discomfort. It's about maintaining the freedom to move easily and enjoy life to the fullest now and in the years ahead. If you're still here, please comment 5 below to let me know you're engaged with this content. Final thoughts: take control of your health. After 70, as we wrap up this comprehensive guide, take a moment to reflect on the 5 essential practices we've explored: strength training to preserve muscle mass, balance exercises to prevent falls, flexibility work to maintain joint mobility, core strengthening to protect your spine, and low-impact movements to reduce joint strain. If walking has been your only form of exercise, you may be missing critical components of health that keep you strong, mobile, and pain-free after age 70. Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down, losing independence, or living with discomfort. With small intentional changes to your routine, you can maintain or even improve your strength, balance, flexibility, posture, and joint health, ensuring that you live actively and confidently for years to come. Which of these 5 areas resonates with you the most? Have you noticed changes in your strength, balance, flexibility, posture, or joint health that you'd like to address? Take a moment to share one thing you learned from this guide, and how you plan to apply it in your life by leaving a comment below. For example, you might commit to trying a balance exercise like standing on one foot for 10 seconds or adding a few minutes of stretching to your morning routine. Your feedback not only helps us understand what resonates with you, but also inspires us to create more content that informs, motivates, and empowers you to live your healthiest life. If you found this guide helpful, please subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Your support allows us to continue providing valuable resources to help you thrive. Thank you for reading, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next guide.